All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, call law, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honor to the Apostle of Israel, aka the Apostle of Great Millstone, and peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, real quick, I'm just make this real quick. And I was just doing some random reading today while I was waiting to do one of my first pickups today. And check this out. So I was reading something. I was going to just random chapters, random books in the 4th chapter, right? Do the little thing I do, since it's the 8th, the whole thing with these eclipses or whatever, we just had an earthquake. Be that being said, what I'm saying, what really the topic of discussion right now is what this is all leading up to. Like, this is not leading all up to, America being just dismantled and then it's going to come back up and flourish again. No, this place is being dismantled to where it's never going to flourish ever again. And no nation aside from Israel is going to be in the power seat ever again. That's what's about to come to fruition. So so as I put Micah, the 4th chapter, start at the 6th verse. The whole chapter is good, but I'm gonna start at the 6th verse and going down to the end because that's what's about to happen. This is what's coming next. After the United States, the daughter of Babylon is unalived, you're gonna have the children of Israel, the sons and daughters of Jacob, rule the planet Earth forever. Okay, thus saith YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, and there's no way around it. No one can stop it. Remember how the people that watch Power, remember how Ghost kept saying, no one can stop me? Well, no one can stay the Lord's hand as well. Nobody. It's YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI that's calling all the shots. All right? And then you got the angels, and then you got the prophets, and then you got all the nation of Israel at the bottom of all of that. Starting with the elect. Okay, so as you know, you got the whole thing kicking off with the Iranians and the small hats. Still going on with the the Hezbollah, the Houthis, and all that. You have a lot of things. A lot of things are happening, man. So much is happening that it's hard to keep track of it. Okay, but there's so many things happening that it has brothers that are level to where all right, this is the time. All right, this is why the Lord said to rejoice and be glad, for your salvation is nigh. Because even though it seems grim, how the world is taking everything, they want peace and all this, but this is what the Lord said was going to happen. This is what the Lord deemed to this is part of his show. This is part of his prophecy. This is part of his script. And the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, the ultimate director. He's directing everything, man. So, without further ado, we're going to go straight to it. Now, this is the book of Micah, chapter 4, and I'm going to start at verse 6. And it reads, "In that day, saith the Lord, will I assemble her that halteth, and I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I have afflicted." And who did he afflict? He afflicted who? The children of Israel. For what? Their disobedience, though. He didn't just do it for no reason. This is a chastisement from the Heavenly Father for our disobedience of his laws, statutes, and commandments. This is something that he said was going to happen to us if we disobeyed. If you go to Deuteronomy 28th chapter, start from the 15th verse and going down. But the Lord said what? He has a remnant. He has a remnant that he said he's going to deliver out of here, and he's going to give them the great glory and power that he gave his son, YAHAWASHI. That's why he said, well, you shall be joint heirs with YAHAWASHI when he returns. Okay? This is what everything leading up to, all this war, the gods and stuff, all the small hat stuff, all the economy about to collapse, all of the transmissions, all of these things, that's all the evil works, all the evil workings of Satan, the children of his curse, Esau, Edom, all these things are leading up to his demise. That's why everything's getting worse and worse and getting more and more crazy, because now we're coming to the end. So that's why the Lord said towards the end it's going to wax worse and worse. Okay? That I afflicted. So he's gonna put us back on his good graces. And that's through who? YAHAWASHI. And it says what? Verse 7, "And I will make her that halted a remnant, and her that was cast far off a strong nation." Because why? We're not a strong nation right now. Because why? We don't have our power. We have to wait for YAHAWASHI to return to instill that power on his people, who are the Israelites, starting with the elect, and starting with that remnant. Okay? And it says, "And the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth, even forever." Now, that's not happening with them small hats over there, because they're not reverencing their God. They're not reverencing their whatever they got going on. Right now, they actually hate it amongst in the word and on the power seat. So how is that matching with scripture that you being the real children of Israel, the real Israelites? Because it said the real Israelites, once they get back on the power seat, no one should make them afraid. And then the nation shall learn war no more. So where do you get off talking about you're the children of Israel, but yet it's war going on, and it's war going on galore now. It's more and more war going on. Okay? Verse 8, and it reads, "And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion," which is synonymous with the nation of Israel, "unto thee shall it come, Even the first dominion, what's the first dominion from the very beginning? Remember he said, what, the time of David, the time of Adam, the time of Solomon, you pick it. When Israel was in his right state of mind. But on this side, we're going to get immortality. That's what we didn't have since Adam. And that was the first dominion. And what did Yahawashi say? What? I'm the first and the last. He was Adam. And he lost immortality through who? That snake, that serpent. And who's ruling the earth right now? That fucking same serpent, piece of shit devil, man. Ruling over his people, oppressing his people the most and the worst. So you damn right this place, we damn right we happy this place is going down, man, because that's our oppression being ended. Even the first dominion, it said the kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem. Now that's announced with the children of Israel. This was to come. This isn't here yet. Those people in the land of Israel right now, that's not the people that applies to. That applies to us, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, West Indians. That's who that applies to. Verse 9, it says, now why dost thou cry out aloud? Is there no king in thee? Is thy counselor perished? For pains have taken thee as a woman in travail. Now definitely our counselor hasn't perished, because what the Lord said, he lives forever. But the Lord said what? He casted us away for a little bit, man. But it's for a reason. It's for our disobedience. And that's what people don't understand. We're going through this not because just our skin color and because of they don't just hate us because of just randomly. They hate us because this all goes back to the story of Jacob and Esau, where the Lord said what? Esau will have a perpetual hatred towards his brother Jacob, man. And that's what you see playing out right now this day. It says, verse 10, it says, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. And that's what we're going through right now, this affliction, this oppression. But there is a silver lining to it, and it's going to get into it. It says, for now thou shalt go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon. There shalt thou be delivered. Now, if you think about it, we was in the ancient Babylon, we was in the Babylon from before. We transitioned to other captivities. Now, granted, you had certain pockets where Jake was ruling, but it wasn't in righteousness, and it wasn't under YAHAWASHI, and we weren't immortal. So that didn't apply to back then. When it talks about Babylon, we're talking right now in the daughter of Babylon. This is where it's repeated. So it says, you shall go even to Babylon. There thou shalt be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. That's what's coming. We shall be redeemed from the hand of thy enemies. And who's enemy number one? Esau, Edom, and then all the rest of the nations, man. Because they all had a part in our downfall, and they all ruled over us. They all oppressed us. They all vexed us, man. They all basically had their way with us, so to speak. But those days is almost over, man. And that's what people don't understand. That's why these things are happening, because the Lord is about to deliver us out of the hands of our enemies, man, which is these heathens, the actual Gentiles. That's what this is all. That's why he's jacking up America. That's why he has all war all across the place, man. Because he's going to destroy these heathens. And the ones that's left over, they're going to be what? Put into captivity under who? The children of Israel. That's what's about to happen. That's the gospel. That's the future being told. Again and again and again through the prophets of who? YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, because the prophets of Allah are not telling you that. The prophets of Jesus ain't telling you that. The prophets of Buddha ain't telling you nothing. So what's going on here? Who has the truth? The men of Yahu, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, because that's the truth. The Lord said, well, I declare things that are right. He is righteousness. Verse 11, it says, now also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled. So what? Ain't no nation gonna save us. They said, let her be defiled. And that's talking about the children of Israel. And that's why they have the upper hand over us. That's them saying that. So it says, let her be defiled, and let her eye look upon Zion. Right? So basically, like, oh yeah, them niggas fucked up, this bitch fucked up, everybody fucked up, right? Yeah, the minorities, right? Verse 12, now here's where it gets good. Now this call law, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. It says, but they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsel. For he shall gather them as sheaves into the floor. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. That's not happening with those small heads over there right now. Yeah, they're going to war right now, but who? They need backing of man. These are things of man. That's why the Lord said, what things of a man it can be brought asunder. Because those Amalekites, those small heads, they still die. They still get sick. And the nation don't reverence them as being the children of God. Everybody knows that they're not already. It's already been brought out. Putin just brought out the icons. Saying what? That the children of Israel were dark-skinned people. So what else do you need? What else? What are we talking about here, man? This is up. And sooner or later, the Iranians are going to attack the small. All right, Salakia. But that's pretty, Salakia. My phone actually started to overheat. But I was pretty much done anyway. So, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakadash. Double honors to the Apostle of Israel, a.k.a. the Apostle of Great Millstone. And peace and love to all the Akim. Continue to preach the truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, Salakia to those watching and shut off because my phone had to cool down because it said it was too hot. I guess the sun, I was by the sun or something. But with that, I'm going to say shalom.